Tony. Huh. That is creepy. Have you ever gone to Italy?
No, I have not. I've been to a lot of places outside the country, never to Italy.
We were flying there as a family, and so we were making a bunch of stop points, and we stopped at this one particular spot, and whoop, gotcha. We go. Jump up there. Jump.
Jump around! Jump around! Jump up and get down! Jump! Oh, my bad.
Boops! So, we land in this one part that we're overseas. We're in kind of like one of those where we land here, we grab another plane, and then we go. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. And I step out into the main area where, like, you've got where you can buy tickets and all that type of stuff. I look up and I just stop dead in my tracks. Because right there is, upstairs, or like up near the ceiling, every 6 feet on every other side is these little towers. Not these towers, but these little walkways. And they sit there, and I'm like, okay, and in these little towers are these armed guards, and I mean, like, full, and that head is mine, like, full armor. Did you ever see the Moonwalker, the Michael Jackson movie Moonwalker?
Yeah.
Do you remember his thugs, how they had, like, the black blast shields for faces?
Oh, yeah.
That. And they had...
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
They each had, like, long-range, laser-sighted, plus scope, artillery, and they were all looking down at you. So basically, if you went in there to make a problem, you were screwed. Because they had higher ground, and they could, basically, even if you shot one, all the others would blast you.
Wow.
So I kind of just stopped dead in my tracks because I'm like, I've never seen that, and it's kind of creepy. And I didn't realize that my mom and dad had actually stopped walking. And so once I saw that they were way ahead of me, the only way for me to be able to catch up with them was going to be running. And I was piss scared of running for fear that these dudes would take me as a threat and shoot my face.
Well, yeah. How old were you at the time?
16 maybe?
Oh, okay.
So I sat there and I looked at one of, like, just basically the average guard who's just kind of chilling out on the floor. And I'm like, do you speak English? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, those are my parents. He's like, okay. And I was like, I didn't point at them. I was too scared to point at them. And so I go, if I run to catch up with them, will they shoot me? He's like, no, you're good. I was like, okay.
That's a plus. I'm not gonna refer to any names here because I'm not trying to, incriminate anyone.
Right.
I have a friend who is a trucker. As in, like, drives trucks around the country and everything.
Yeah.
And, does deliveries and stuff. They work for a fairly big company, big trucking company. Again, not going to say any names.
Right.
But we had a discussion. He was telling me about some stuff. Like, we were talking about, like, the creepiest things we've ever seen and or experienced and anything. Of course, you know, ghost stories, you know, a lot of that stuff comes up. You know, nothing out of the ordinary. And then he stops me. You know, we're at a Waffle House, and he stops me, and he starts whispering. And I'm like, wait, like, this dude's, like, seriously, like, whispering, looking over his shoulder, you know, kind of, like, paranoid. And I'm like, okay, and he's like, lean closer. So I lean closer to him, and he starts telling me the story about how he's driving to this town, and he won't tell me where it is. He says it's in the desert somewhere. That's the only kind of, you know, like, location that I get. He's like, it's just in a desert. We're just going to say that it's a small town that no one's ever heard of in the desert.
Right.
And I said, okay. But it's in the U.S. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, he says that he's driving at, like, 2 o'clock in the morning. He's, like, 20 minutes outside the city. He's going to get there. He's going to stop. And he's going to go to sleep and then, you know, drop off his load that morning. But as he's driving, he starts seeing military vehicles. And these military vehicles are passing him at a high rate of speed. And it's just him and them on the road.
Yeah.
He says about 10 minutes away from the city, he gets to a point to where there are literally 6 men and with M16s pointing them at him in the middle of the road. Military people.
Wow.
Pointing them at him. Another individual in black attire walks over to him, hops up, tells him to turn his truck around, drop off his trailer, and go the other way.
Wow.
And he's like, well, is it okay if I call in this because I have to confirm that I can drop this off? And the guy's like, dial this phone number. He dials the phone number. He speaks to an individual. We're just going to leave it at an individual.
Right.
The guy drops off his stuff, turns around, within 30 seconds, he is busting ass down the road.
Dang.
He said that was the scariest thing that he's ever witnessed in his life because he believed that there was some shady shit going on in that town and they were just keeping it quiet.
Yeah.
Like, that, I get it. That's pretty creepy. Like, when the military meets you, tells you to turn around, you do so.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not time to question anyone.
Yeah.
You say, yes, Captain, and then you walk away. But, yeah, I mean, like, going on to, like the nerdy, scary stories and stuff, the other night, I'm on the phone with my friend Sky. She lives in North Carolina as well, and we're talking. And, you know, I usually talk to her when she closes. She works for the company, and she's a manager there, and she closes. So usually I will call her, and we'll chit-chat until she gets done, and, you know, she gets on her way home, you know, just to keep her mind occupied, you know, to keep me from being bored.
Right.
So, and usually it's around 10:30, you know, somewhere around there when I'm talking to her. And in the middle of the conversation, the phone starts making this weird-ass noise like the aliens speaking from Independence Day, like that kind of noise, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it sounds like someone's breathing into the phone.
Wow.
And then the call dies. So, of course, I call her back. I'm like, hey, did you hear that? She's like, yes, I heard that. So we both heard the same thing. And, yeah, that's kind of creepy. Kind of sounded like an alien talking. And to me, it sounded like someone mumbling under their breath and breathing really hard. Like, that's kind of creepy. So, are you killing the aliens?
Actually, I'm killing humans. Way easier.
Me too. I'm literally in a fight right now with Umbrella, with some of their, I don't know, no-name lackeys is all I'm going to say. And I'm about to die. Yep, and I died. I got this set on hard, so as soon as, as soon as I start, I'm just like, nope, you're dead.
Ba-da-ba-boom.
You ever go start playing a video game and then all of a sudden you start to believe, and I mean boldly believe, that the video game itself has it in for you?
Yes. Did I not tell you I played, did I not just tell you that I played, Amnesia?
That's true. That game does that. That game has it in for everybody.
It put cockroaches on my TV screen.
It's so fun, though, isn't it? Dude, I forget. There was
Whoa!
one game.
Really? Really?
What?
I glitched out of the game and I died. Wow. Okay.
Good job.
No, I'm serious. It was like a weird glitch. I was backing up because this alien was chasing me. And so I figure screw hand to hand, I blasted him, and then I glitched through the wall. And, yes, thank you.
You got killed by the numbers?
Yeah, I got killed by a bunch of ones and zeros.
Nice. Yeah, I like video game hell. I was playing Watch Dogs the other day and fell into video game hell.
Yeah.
And it's never a fun thing to just fall continuously forever. But luckily that game has a thing that if you fall for a certain amount of time, it'll just warp you back to where you originally started.
Yeah.
I think most video games should have that, because you have no idea how many video games I've played to where hell exists. And it's just a big white screen.
Nice.
Going back to some of the games like that, did you ever see the movie Grandma's Boy?
Yes.
Okay, do you remember the game he was playing, Demonic?
Yeah.
Did you know that was originally meant to be the first 360 game?
Really?
Yes. I was reading about it. It was originally meant to be one of the first releases on the Xbox 360, but never saw the light of day. It lost production.
Huh.
Did you know that there was also a StarCraft third-person point of view game slated?
No.
It's called StarCraft Ghost, and it was actually about Kerrigan.
Dude, really? That's cool. I'm sorry. It's just the alien killed me dumbly.
Oh, of course. They always do.
Hey Guilders, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to catch me live on Twitch. The link is below. Please stay tuned for the next episode, or if you're looking for something a little different, you can follow the links to the episodes on the left and the right. Or you can catch one of my guest streams. See you next time.
You can do this, no kills. You could, but you might as well want to kill that guy in the crotch.
Ha! 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 Ow! 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 Okay.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh God.
Killing